Let's see. Okay, I said I would look at some of the feedback on the first episode I did of actor shortage. I do wonder, I do suspect that perhaps all the actors we see on episode programs like Coronation Street and Emmerdale, perhaps some of the actors that are playing the characters double down, as it were. If you've watched it yourself and you've got any thoughts on it, please let me know. I'm going to address any feedback I got to the first episode literally in a minute. The first episode was watched by 99 people so far, which is probably about right for my vids, I would say. The pre-edited videos I upload do tend to get normally about 100, maybe 150 views. I appreciate every single person that takes the time to tune in. And this video looked specifically at the actors Andrew Waymont and Jamie Kenner. That is Kirky, who you can see just there in the middle of the screen. I got 5 comments. Mudlark Digging Up the Thames asks, maybe they're closely related. People often get jobs because of their family connections. Yeah, he makes a very good point. Yeah, families getting the job on soaps. Do you know what? There is a couple of child actors, one of which works on Emmerdale, and the brother or sister is supposed to work on Coronation Street. And actually, yeah, they look very alike, so I don't doubt that that does happen. So, what did I respond to? Mudlark Digging Up the Thames. Let's see. Yeah, it says 5 comments. Most of them are my replies. Not a huge amount of feedback just yet. I said, yes, could be a case of all the main roles being given to family members, and often the child characters will be from the same family. Maria Ellender says an interesting theory and one that I've delved into with regards to body doubles. However, I never thought of soap actors. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the series. Thank you, BZ. Maria Ellender, you're most welcome. Body doubles, absolutely 100% these actors do have body doubles. In fact, I will be releasing a sort of a spin-off to this series called When the Screen Went Off, or The Night the Screen Went Off. It is an anecdote of mine about when I watched a soap star turn on the Christmas lights somewhere. Things were not as it seemed. They were suspect, put it that way. The person turning the lights on, I certainly had reason to believe it was a double. And these characters do have doubles. They are famous actors. There will be agencies that can make money by sending people to events where they dress them up very closely. I don't know if you ever watched that Simpsons episode where Homer gets a job as Krusty the Clown as a lookalike. Well, yeah, that's a true occurrence. That agencies and people are set up to get people looking like famous people. Most people could probably be dressed up like these celebrities with the right makeup. If you ever watch Stars in Their Eyes, that would show how much they could make a person kind of look like, you know, their favourite celebrity. I responded to Maria Ellender. Thanks, Maria. I first noticed it with American sitcom actors Jerry Seinfeld and Ray Romano. The likeness is uncanny. Also, there is loads of other crossovers between the two, but very few pictures are paired together. The next episode should be out in the next week. That was 7 days ago. The last comment on the first episode was from Dagjab, a regular person tuning in. Interesting, not sure what to make of it, but there is certainly a strong likeness between Andrew and Jamie, the noses being the closest. I never thumbed up or hearted that one. Maybe they're closely related, maybe brothers, but if they're related, then they aren't telling us this. Maybe most of the actors in the soaps are related to each other in order to make it a close-knit thing, or that they are chosen from certain families. Again, very similar to what Mudlark Digging Up the Thames suggested. It could be the case. We're in this mindset that the people we see on soaps like Coronation Street and EastEnders, the actors are legitimate. I mean, come on, for goodness sake, we saw their wedding. They sold all the pictures of their wedding to OK Magazine. Okay, without further ado, we are going to go on and watch a preview of the second episode. This was only going to be a short live stream just to cover any feedback on the first episode, but I was keen to get an audience, basically, get people tuned in, get people onto my Patreon account, because believe it or not, it would be a real help to me at the moment if people decided that they wanted to support my channel. We'll get to find out a lot more about me on Patreon than I would ever share on YouTube. For example, if I would share a picture of myself, I would share daily posts. I try to be daily. At the minute, it's just Linda Mack. A big shout out to Linda for taking the time to, you know, for the generosity, letting me know that, yeah, there is someone out here who is prepared to support your channel. This next video, I think it's exactly 11 minutes long. Can you believe that? It is the second episode, Actor Shortage. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to tune into this. Enjoy. This is episode 2. that is the end of the second episode from Act Short, as I've now abbreviated the name to. In the title, it will be Act Short episode 1, 2, 3, whatever, but the full title is Actor Shortage, or Is There an Actor Shortage at ITV? I've really quite worked out a name. Yeah, just want to say hello and thanks to Mudlark Digging Up the Thames, who did let me know that they are tuning in. Thanks ever so much. Always good to know that you're following what I'm doing. I did make a point that there was nowhere to leave a comment. If I just bring up my page of Patreon, if you're signed in as a patron of mine, you can pledge as little as $1, which is like 75p a month, and you'll have access to basically able to follow me on Patreon. I do make, at the moment, I make a lot of my posts public. In fact, if you are a patron, you will get to find out which of these statements about me is true. 1, I once shook hands with Prince Andrew. 2, I was once followed by a police helicopter. Or 3, I was once mistaken for a member of the cast of Hollyoake. Which of those 3 statements is true? Pledge to me on Patreon and find out. By the way, if you were a patron and you were pledging as little as 75p a month, which is as easy as to pledge as it is to buy a product from Amazon. I mean, I think you can literally pay with PayPal. Yeah, you would be able to get involved in this live chat. At the minute, it's only Linda Mack, who I'd like to give a big shout out to and thank her for her support. We have some great conversations on here. Did I either A, want to shake hands with Prince Andrew? Did I B, once get followed by a police helicopter? Or did I C, once get mistaken for a member of the cast of Hollyoake? It's just one of those unanswerable questions. I will, of course, be continuing to do my Sunday evening live streams on YouTube, which are open for everyone. And I do like to think that I will, one way or another, make all my posts available sooner or later. Okay, this stream has gone on longer than I intended, so I'm going to say good night and thanks to everyone who did actually take the time to tune in. I think we're done for the evening. Guess I'll see you over on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and good night.